Night tap in, waiting on you guys to come on in the room. What's going on with everybody, man? Glad to have everybody tapping in with me. Staying up late because y'all know I go on late normally. I went on early last week, like a couple of thousand people in here. It was packed, but there's a lot of people in here when I'm on late. So what's up, man? Y'all pile on in the room. How's everybody doing? Glad you guys are tapping in with me. See a lot of the regular faces in here. Everybody give a real quick retweet to let everybody know that we are live right now here on Twitter Space or X Space or whatever they're calling this app at this point. I don't know. But we're here and it's the weekend, so I hope everybody's going to have a great weekend. I hope everybody has gotten their tickets to come join us at the Hidden History Museum this Saturday. We got a great comedy show lineup. We got a rap contest. We got a lot of fun, festive activities. We're going to have a great time at the Hidden History Museum, and y'all need to just come on down. Get your tickets, hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Come on and join us and have a good time. Network, politic, vibe with some like-minded people. It is a vibe. What's up, D. Tubman? I see you. What's up, Grimes? Shout out to the regulars in the room. First and foremost, I'm going to get some calls in a minute. So people who want to ask questions and just chop it up, just throw your hands up or send a request real quick so I can get you in the queue. First and foremost, got to give prayers to the people of Maui over in Hawaii. Have you seen some of the devastation going on with the fires out there in Maui? That's a horrible situation. That's one of the worst natural disasters in that area, in Hawaii. Maui is damn near, it's devastated over there. A lot of the island is burned. There was a wildfire that just spread all over the place. You know, these islands are relatively small, so things can spread very quickly. And so far, from what I understand, it's like 53 people dead. There was cities and areas. Hold on one second, I'm getting a text. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, cities and areas about, one area about 12,000 people. I think they had to be evacuated. It's a bad situation, man. So prayers up to them, and I hope they're going to be all right. I like Hawaii. I go to Hawaii a lot. Speaking of Maui, me and the family, we were just in Maui a few months ago. We were just out there. And those places are not set up for any kind of disaster or any kind of catastrophe. When we were out there a few months ago, there was a car accident. I think there might have been a fatality. There was a car accident. And in Hawaii, or in Maui in particular, on that island, they have a lot of these roads that basically go, you know, there's like one road to get to certain places. There's not a lot of roads out there. So to get to certain parts of hotels and certain parts of the island, you just got to go through one road. And if that road is shut down, I mean, there's no other alternative route. So there was a car accident and we got stuck in traffic, literally at a standstill for about 5 hours. We're just on a little highway in the middle of the night with just a whole bunch of other cars at a standstill for 5 hours because of an accident, just a car accident. So that shut down traffic for 5 hours. So you can imagine what this fire is doing to that island, man. I'm surprised if they don't just evacuate everybody out that island. Oh, I wish my dog shut the hell up. Lulu, be quiet. Dog been here snoring like a big nigga. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they just evacuate everybody off the island because it's that bad out there. It looks like a bomb hit that place, man. It's real bad. And so prayers go up to them, man. Hawaii's a nice place. Maui's such a beautiful place. And um, some of the ancient artifacts, they've been destroyed. There was a tree over there in a certain area that's been around for, it's a real low-hanging tree. I've seen it. I've been by the tree. The way the tree has grown, it's a very unique shape, and it's a tourist attraction. I think that was burned down. So, the prayers go out to the brothers and sisters in Hawaii, man. I rock with Hawaii heavy. And I hate to see stuff like that, especially when it's touching some of the ancient stuff out there and some tourist attractions. So I hope, that death count don't go heavy. All right. But hold on, I'm getting text messages. Sorry about that, guys. Shout out to Dwan B. Just getting a text from Dwan, who's going to be the host of the comedy joint this Saturday. And we're going to have a great time, man. I really want y'all to be in the place. HiddenHistoryMuseum.com. We're going to have a ball for the month of August. It's turning up. There's so many chair videos that we see now popping up in August. I told people August is going to be a hell of a month, man. This is a month of that maroon retribution energy, and we're seeing it. I told y'all August was going to come in with a bang, and the bang is coming from these chairs. There's about 3 videos now of some suspected white supremacists getting some of that chair action. We know what happened down in Montgomery. There was another situation in Detroit where a brother was given one of these kins a little chair action. Then I posted another video of a sister giving a Karen. She was about to give her some chair action. She gave her some Coretta Scott King kicks and a Rosa Parks roundhouse and a Harriet Tubman takedown. And then she was about to finish the job with a chair, and then somebody stopped. Well, somebody really saved the woman. So there's a lot of the energy that we have now where we're just fed up. The energy now, and this is why they like to keep us on the voting treadmill, so that we will look to them to do the fighting for us. And we realize, and this is why we're seeing a lot of this retributive energy. We understand that they're not coming to help us. We understand that if we're going to get any kind of justice, we're just going to have to produce it ourselves. The dominant society don't like that. You see, we've lost confidence in the powers that be. We lost confidence in the politicians. We've lost confidence in the law enforcement agencies, because law enforcement protect these people. The people out there in Montgomery, I want y'all to understand, those people kind of had a reputation of being on that BS. And by the way, they've been confirmed white supremacists, because several witnesses have said that they were using racial epithets towards the brother, the co-captain of the boat. They were using racial epithets. Several people have confirmed this. So these are confirmed white supremacists. So the attack on that brother was racial. They need to upgrade the charges to those white supremacists. They need to upgrade those to hate crime charges. They've arrested them down there, but they need to upgrade those charges. Because they were using racial epithets when they were attacking the brother and before they attacked him. So that's something we got to look into. But a lot of the retributive energy, the people down there, those suspected white supremacists, from what I understand, they had been acting a fool before. They're kind of known in that area for being kind of rowdy. But police protect these people. All of these people are clicked in with law enforcement, and that's why they get away with a lot of stuff, because law enforcement, that's their buddy, that's their little drinking pal, or that's their relative, and they feel like, hey, my buddy is on the force, so I can do what I want to do. It's that kind of mindset. Let's get crazy conservative. Is this a parody account, or is that supposed to be Ben Shapiro in the profile? Crazy conservative. What's up, bro? Crazy conservative.
Hey, you nappy head monkey. How's the Corner Store Museum going?
Okay, boy, if you don't get that janky, musty accent out of here,
How
you
many
can't
baby
even
mothers do you
pretend.
have?
You can't even pretend to be a white supremacist good with that musty accent. What part of
Go
the
find
Caribbean
your
are you from?
father and get off of
What what
welfare.
what part of the Caribbean are you from, little musty man? You're musty and moist, brother. You cannot pretend to be a white man with that tether ass accent of yours, and you moist.
Tariq,
So,
will you suck dick in Atlanta? Calm down, girl. With those fake dreads.
oh, dude, you're laying on your stomach right now, putting up an OnlyFans video right now, dude. You're very, very moist, sir.
They call you Tariq when Alicia's in Atlanta, bitch. Girl,
Dude, Twan, what you need to do is go ahead and get your OnlyFans stuff together. Pack your little mojo bag of KY jelly and condoms and go ahead and make your little money, brother. Go ahead and hit Peachtree and make something do what it do, all right?
you is like
All right, stop it, Twan. We don't want to hear your fantasies. All right, just going out there in Peachtree and make you something. Make the money, don't let the money make you, nigga. All right. Lord, shout out to Atlanta, but boy, and I can clearly tell he's in Atlanta. And again, these kind of cats are transplants to Atlanta. They don't represent the real Atlanta. That nigga went down there to Atlanta. He done moved down there from probably Maryland somewhere. He kind of has a tether Maryland accent, like probably from Haiti by way of Maryland, and then he needed to go somewhere to sell bussy and went down to Atlanta. So it is what it is. Let's get Farah. Let's get Farah in here. Farah?
I'm sorry, what's bussy?
Bussy, that's something that your father sells in order to make money for the family. That's what bussy is. If you ask your father, he'll know what you're talking about. But what else is on your mind, Farah?
What's FBA? Is that Friends with Benefits African?
No, ma'am. No. That's forever beating ass, like what we saw down in Montgomery with them chairs. Forever beating the white supremacist ass. That's what FBA stands for, ma'am. What else,
I
Farah?
just wanted to let you know that I've been following you for a long time, and
Right.
I do like some of your posts. I think you do speak a lot of truth.
Okay. But anything you disagree with, ma'am?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think your followers can get a little bit hateful, you know?
Followers? I don't really have followers, ma'am, because I'm not the leader of anything. So,
Well, I mean, like on your posts, you have like a big group of people who, you know, obviously they
are you a
follow.
follow? Are you my follower?
Um, I browse occasionally.
Right. And so there's a lot of people who just browse and watch what I do. They're not necessarily people followers. That sounds like I'm the leader of something, and I'm not, ma'am. Now, Farah, where are you from, man? Where are you from?
I am from Boston, Massachusetts.
Right. And where's your family from? What part of Europe is your family from?
Portugal.
Portugal. Okay. I thought there was kind of a Hispanic thing going. Portugal, and y'all got here by way of Brazil, by way of what?
Airplane.
Oh, no. How did y'all get to North America? How did they get from Portugal to North America?
I
They
mean,
had to go to Brazil, right?
no, because my mom immigrated here when, like, before I was born. My father was in America. Like, his family is half Portuguese and then half, like, I think Irish. So
Hmm.
they would have came by boat, I'm assuming.
Okay. And when did your mother immigrated here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she was born in Portugal.
Yeah,
Now, have you been to Portugal?
I have. It's
Okay,
very
how do
nice.
you like it?
It's beautiful there.
Yes, it is. Yes, indeed. So the vibe up in Boston. What's going on up there in Boston?
I don't know. I feel like New York's where it's at, honestly.
Right,
That's where the
right.
clubs are. Like that's everything. I just came back from there actually.
There it is.
Hmm.
How do you feel about reparations for foundational Black Americans, ma'am?
I would like to know how it would be like paid out. I want to know
Mhm.
like an actual plan.
Right, and we've specified a plan several times. It's going to be paid out the same exact way they do to some of the red Native American tribes, which are basically they've been infiltrated by $5 white supremacist Indians. But it's going to be paid out the same way. Many of them get monthly stipends. They get land allotments. They get casinos. They get tax-free status. They get their own sovereign police force agencies, hospitals. So we need it the same way,
But do you
same exact
but do you
family.
think
Go ahead.
that it will solve problems? Do you think it will make things better?
Um, it will it will fulfill a debt that's owed. There's a debt that's owed. See, the thing is, people try to make our reparations plan some kind of magic bean that's going to cure everything. Well, number
I think
one,
that's the
it's a
way it's
debt.
sold to people, I think.
Well, well, I think the dominant white society, they have this thing where if we get reparations, is that going to cure racism? Are we going to complain about racism anymore? And that's up to you. If you still want to practice white supremacy, that's still going to be a problem. But no matter what, a debt is owed, and we have to get that debt. We got to collect on that. That's something that's owed to
How
us.
much? How much?
We're starting at 20 trillion. That's going to start off at 20 trillion. Um, Allocate between 500,000 and a million per person or per household. We can start there, and we can just work our way from there. But 500,000, something like that.
Like
We can start.
I know America's debt is already in the trillions after COVID. It just went absolutely insane. Are you
Well,
what are you worried
if
about
that,
inflation?
ma'am, did we get inflation when they're paying all of these immigrant groups over here? Are we inflated? These
Who
immigrant
I'm
groups are
confused. What immigrant? What are they paying?
ma'am, these immigrant groups are getting all types of set asides and financial benefits. They're getting housing when they come over here. They're getting free food. They're getting they're getting medical care. There's all types of money going to these immigrants that's flooding over here, and they're not citizens, ma'am.
Well, that's not
Did we?
okay. I support if you're a citizen. If you're a citizen of a country, then you get the benefits. I don't make
Right.
sense, you know?
But you do acknowledge that all of these immigrants who are coming over here, they're getting tangible benefits from our tax dollars. You
That's
are aware.
true. Yeah, that's true. That's not fair.
And also out there, I think in Boston, where you are, and I know in New York for sure, but I think now even in Boston, they're giving some of the people, the citizens, they're telling them, we're going to kick off a couple of dollars for you if you house some of these illegal immigrants. If you let them stay in your home, we'll give you a couple of dollars.
Yeah,
So there's
I
all
saw that. I think that's absolutely insane.
right. Yes, it
Are you going to
is.
house somebody in your home that you don't even know where, like, who they are, if they're a criminal in their foreign country? You don't know.
Right. So nobody seems to have a problem with this stuff because it's going down and they're allowing it to happen. So it's not going to be any kind of inflation when we get our money. Because the thing is, when we get the reparations, that's going to stimulate the economy because we're not going to funnel it outside of the United States. We're going to circulate that dollar in the United States. So reparations will benefit the entire society. We're going to bounce that money and stimulate the economy. That would be the smart thing to do, right?
I I mean that does make sense. I feel like you're kind of changing my mind a little bit on this issue.
Yes, indeed.
I feel
Yeah, it'll be a great thing. It'll be a wonderful thing, and it's the right thing to do. It's something that's owed, and it's a step towards healing. It's not going to heal everything, but it's a step towards healing. If the dominant society wants to do right by the actions of people who practice white supremacy, that's the first step right there. Let's get some compensatory action in the form of monetary payments. So that's going to be a great thing when it happens. But anyway, thank you so much, Miss Fair. I appreciate you calling, ma'am.
thank you.
All right. Yes, indeed. Y'all remember was it yesterday on the Twitter space? I told you guys about that little Tay girl, about her and that on her website they're talking about she passed away. I said, listen, family, that's all cap. I told you guys yesterday that, man, first of all, they were too vague about it. How old is she? Like, what, 11, 12, 13? She's like a kid. And all of these media blogs were talking about she passed away. I said, wait a minute, no, because nobody's giving any details on how. So that means it's all cap. I don't believe a little 14-year-old kid just passed like that and nobody's giving any details. That makes no sense. So that lets me know right then. I said, this is cap. This sounds like a publicity stunt. This sounds like a rebrand, because that little Tay chick fell off because of her little anti-black racist antics. All of that that ebonics and all of that anti-black gesturing that she was doing, trying to use fake black sense and using these epithets, and she tried to apologize. So that's when they kind of fell off, that anti-black racism they were getting into. So now I told people this whole death thing, what they're going to do, they're going to come out and say, well, their social media got hacked. I'm really alive. And today, that's exactly what happened, word for word, just like I told you. Later on today, they announced, oh, I'm alive. Somebody hacked my account. Oh, Lord, I don't know why they did this to me, but I'm perfectly fine. Publicity stunt all day. I could smell it a mile away. This is a rebrand. And like, oh, I'm not ratchet no more. I'm not with the Negroes no more. I'm back white and wholesome now. So now the little Tay girl is probably going to come out using another name. They're going to use this publicity to say, hey, look at me. I've changed and turned a new leaf. And now I'm going to act like a wannabe white girl or something. It's going to be some weird rebrand that we're about to see. Y'all just watch. There's going to be some kind of weird rebrand. But I told y'all yesterday it was all cap. Some of these people would do anything for clout, and they don't really have talent. So, them engaging in anti-black racism, that's the only so-called talent they have. So that is what it is. Let me get some more people in here, because we got a lot of folks in here. And by the way, don't forget to get your tickets to join us at the Hidden History Museum this Saturday. In a couple of days, we're having a great comedy event. A lot of great, beautiful people are going to be there. We're going to have a great time, and y'all need to come see the museum anyway. Come on, have a good time. And we're going to have a rap contest before the comedy. So that's going to be very interesting. That's going to be interesting to see.